Hey guys, Randall Sampson here. Welcome to the first ever Wakelet Boathouse. So we are here with a very, very special guest, and I'm Randall Sampson. So this is a conversational style, and we want to hear your voice. That's what the purpose of this is. We want to feature some great teachers, great educators who are doing some amazing things. So today, our co-captain, Brandi Reams. She's
Hello.
herself, and she's going to talk a little bit about our guest, our featured guest, our first mate. Yay!
Well, we have Malissa Ram with us here today. She is one of the kindergarten teachers in our K-12 school, and she is one of our biggest Wakelet users. She has been using Wakelet for probably about 2 years now, and probably is one of the longest running users of Wakelet in her classroom thus far. So we want to see her profile and find out how she does it and why she does it.
I have on the left side different content areas of my weekly content, general information for parents, math resources, reading resources, science and social studies. So I can direct parents to any one of these specific content areas or a specific board to help them reinforce learning at home. In my weekly content board, that is where I put all my newsletters for the week. The one newsletter that I'm going to talk about today is the one with Martin Luther King Jr. that week that we've learned about him. So inside this newsletter, I usually put a picture of what we're going to be reading about for the week and then start off with important dates for parents to know. So as you can see, I have the dates listed and what's going to be happening on those dates. Right below it, I have what we are learning about for each subject area: reading, phonics, math, social studies. So parents know this is what my child is learning this week. There's no reason for them to say they don't know because I've listed it there for them.
And that's critical, right? Because we often hear parents say, well, what is it that my kid's going to learn this week? What are we expecting our kids to bring home for homework or have engaged in so we can help them out? So this really helps to organize your week. That's amazing.
Yes.
And another huge one is, how do I help my kid? How do I help them at home?
It also helps them see what we really do in kindergarten. They know it's not only just playing and ABCs. We really get down to learning how to read and add and subtract and all these other things that parents did not learn when they were in kindergarten. So it really is an eye-opener for them that they can actually use this to help their kids at home.
So I see you have some resources down there. If you can walk us through some of those resources, and it looks like they're highly interactive resources maybe?
Yes, so I have, first, these are my reading. So there's YouTube links that I've added in straight from Wakelet. I don't have to go to YouTube, copy and link different videos. I can just go through the Wakelet board and search my video and click on the ones that I want and add it in. Takes less than 5 minutes for me to do. It's very simple. I also have a poem that we read each day during the week. And then phonics videos. So these videos help me after I've taught the lesson. It's just a fun way for the kids to get up and move around and sing and dance along to whatever we are learning about for the week. This week happened to be digraphs, TH, WH, CH. There's quite a few videos in here.
So why did you choose this collection of material?
I chose it because I'm highlighting Black History Month this month. Martin Luther King Jr. is one of the important people that we've talked about. We've learned a lot about his life and what he stood for, and I made sure to reiterate it with videos, and we read different books about him that we know he spoke with his words, not his fists, and I really thought that was important for the kids to know about. So the math, we're learning about number bonds and how to, before we get into our addition stuff deeply, we're teaching them how to make these numbers, and so this is just another way for them to see it in video form rather than me just standing up there teaching. They can get interactive with it. It's a video that makes them move with their hands and counting at the same time. So they're not just sitting there looking at videos, they're getting interactive with it and moving along with it.
I love the fact that you're like thinking this out, and it's beyond just putting resources in there for the kids to look at. It's interactive stuff that they can actually use, and then you can have conversations about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then below at the end is my social studies, which has all types of different videos about Martin Luther King Jr. that we've read, we've looked at, we've listened to, and we've talked about why he was so important and what he stood for.
So now, instead of just sending home a regular old paper newsletter that tells parents what you're learning for the week, you are giving them an active newsletter that they can actually navigate through and learn along with their scholar instead of just letting them run with whatever's on the paper.
Yes, and I've had kids come in and they know some of the content that I'm showing them. They've listened to it at home, they're singing along with it, they know the words, so I know that parents are playing these videos at home as well.
That's awesome.
How would a teacher or anybody go about setting up their own newsletter?
On your Wakelet homepage, you would click on create a new collection. And I usually enter the week for the newsletter. So this upcoming week would be February 24th to the 29th. And I usually add a cover image and a background so it's appealing. It's not just something that's a plain old board. It has color to it. It has what I'm teaching about to it. It relates to what's inside the board. So usually the first thing I do is I go to that little plus sign and add a text. This is where I add in my important dates for the week and what we're learning for parents. That's the first thing that I want them to see. So the first thing I would enter is we have an upcoming field trip, so field trip money and permission slips are due. And I always send out this Wakelet board in an email. I share it to the parents so they get it right there in their email box. There's no way for them to say they didn't get anything because I've also shared it with them. I've taken that upon myself to make sure they've gotten it too.
So what other kind of content do you add to your board? How do you add the various things that you include?
So again, I press that plus button and YouTube is embedded right in there. So I'll have to click on it and then I can just type in what I'm looking for and add it in. Click on the videos that I want. I can click on multiple videos and just hit add. And it's right there.
You can do multiple videos? You don't have to click on one?
Nope. Yep. Multiple.
Oh, that's a winner.
Very cool.
And I also add in links to games and that from other websites. I just have to go to the website. Starfall is one of the ones that we use. I just have to copy the link from it. And then I go back to that plus sign, and in that box, I just paste it in there. Paste it in there, and it will add it in automatically. And everything is in one spot for me to teach for the week and one spot for parents to see for the week.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, and like for myself, right? So I travel sometimes or we're busy with soccer games and all this stuff. So I can just access it from my phone directly and then see some of the cool things that are in there.
Yeah. You don't have to have an account to see anything. You would just, once you have the link, you click on it and you can view everything inside of the board.
How wonderful for those parents that want to reinforce learning while they're on the go.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
I really like it.
So to summarize it all up, you're using Wakelet as your communication tool for your newsletters, which covers one of the 5 C's, which is absolutely amazing. Any other recommendations that you have for teachers who are out there trying to think about making a newsletter?
just play around with it. It's not that hard to use. Dr. Sampson showed it to me originally, and it changed my mind. Like, I was trying to figure out a way to organize videos for the week and do different things. And once I saw how this worked and I played around with it a little bit, it was easy for me to create a whole bunch of different boards to have ready to teach for the week. It does not take you very long, and once you know how to navigate it.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, guys, you heard it here first from one of the first Wakelet mates that have come aboard at the Wakelet Boathouse. So we're excited. We're excited. And we're excited to have Brandi here. Brandi is our co-captain, steering the ship, making sure that we're all heading in the right direction here. And the direction that we're going is your direction. This is your journey. We just want to hear your story and celebrate some of the great things that you're doing. So go to wakelet.com. If you haven't created an account yet, create an account. And Brandi, any final words as we head out?
Nope, just don't be scared to dive in and have some fun with this. And when you find your groove and start making your own wakes, be sure to let us know so that we can feature you at the Wakelet Boathouse.